The South Today Bulletin, proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Tonight on the South Today, a wintry blast causes issues on Otago roads as a blanket of snow falls to sea levels in some spots. A Dunedin engineering firm celebrates 160 years in business by completing their biggest project yet. And a group of Southland high schoolers are giving younger kids better access to sports. Kia ora, good evening. I'm Hannah Wilkins. Roads have reopened after the first big snow dump of winter around the southern regions over the weekend, causing roading chaos for some and a cool day out for others.
Heavy weekend snowfalls around the Dunedin area saw a number of roads closed on Sunday. That included the Northern Motorway, which resulted in major delays for many motorists. In the city, Stewart Street was also closed for part of the morning after the brakes on one car failed, leaving them stranded and blocking the road. The car was eventually towed away, allowing the road to be reopened to traffic. Many motorists who did venture out were seen struggling in the hill suburbs in the slippery conditions. Meanwhile, a number of homes around Otago lost power, adding to the very chilly day inside. The snowfall was particularly heavy in parts of West Otago and Southland, with more than 20 centimetres of snow in some places, while snow fell to sea level in Dunedin for the first time this year. But the weekend dumping was welcomed by many families and younger residents, who relished the chance to get outdoors on Sunday, taking advantage of the wintry weather with snowball fights and hill sledding. Central Otago was largely missed by the worst of the snow blanket, with the frosty blast set to continue across Otago and Southland this week. Across the South Today.
Otago University's bosses have admitted a failure to keep low enrolment papers in check has not helped the institution's financial woes. The university currently has more than 500 papers which fall below its own enrolment threshold, a statistic the university is blaming on COVID-19 disruption. Otago offers 4,000 papers, which are supposed to be audited every 2 years, in line with the enrolment policy. Some of the 500-odd papers in question are already due to be cut as the university tries to trim its $60 million deficit. Those changes are expected to go ahead, despite a temporary $21 million boost announced by the government last week. Otago University says it didn't want to burden staff with the enrolment audits, but a working group is now reviewing the situation. New Zealand's oldest engineering firm has held an open day in Dunedin, celebrating a series of milestones. Farah Engineering took a trip down memory lane as they reflected on 160 years in business after delivering on one of their biggest ever projects to date.
A big day for a big project, as Farah Engineering complete this massive piece of machinery. The Dunedin company held an open day to celebrate its 160th anniversary, which gave the opportunity to show off the biggest building maintenance unit the team have ever built. School students and other businesses came through their workshop with a display of images showcasing the company's achievements and growth over the decades.
Just the longevity of that and all the stories of the people who have contributed to that over so many generations is just a really special milestone to mark.
The BMU, created by Farah Engineering, is destined for Sydney. It'll be shipped over in 3 parts before being reassembled 170 metres above street level on Martin Place. The machine's total length is 50 metres, which could make it the biggest piece of linkage machinery in the world.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome being part of those special projects, as you see.
The Farah team plan to continue the company's 160th anniversary celebrations throughout the year. In Dunedin, the South Today.
It's been revealed Tiree Labour MP Ingrid Leary attended a mongrel mob election hui in Dunedin over the weekend, but Leary claims she thought it was something else. The Labour MP claims she thought the event was an Electoral Commission meeting and insists she in no way condoned the actions of the mongrel mob. Mob member Harry Tam took to Facebook over the weekend, posting that a Labour MP gate crashed the hui, but that the MP was hesitant to be associated with the gang members. Tam's been very vocal about keeping the National Party out of government, despite claiming the hui was just aimed at getting people to vote. National has attacked Leary's attendance, saying it believes the fact the mongrel mob want to keep them out of government is the best endorsement for their approach to law and order this election. Christmas came early for pupils at Invercargill Middle School as they were given hundreds of items of sports equipment. Students from Southland Girls High School had organised a donation drive for the used sports gear with the goal of making a positive change in their community.
Balls, boots, bats and badminton shuttlecocks. This range of sports gear was donated to pupils at Invercargill Middle School thanks to a local student-led initiative. A group of health students from Southland Girls High School organised the sports equipment drive as part of an internal assessment around making positive change in the community. The girls reached out to their school community and a range of local organisations in their search for spare sports equipment.
The ILT, Football Southland, Tennis Southland, Netball Southland, just all of those, Rugby Southland and stuff to get gear. And we got heaps of replies obviously with all the gear and stuff, so no, it's pretty cool.
Their aim is to give more kids access to sports by getting equipment to those who don't already have their own. But the students admit the positive response was far bigger than they expected.
When all the gear kept coming in and then today we just took a step back and was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy how much gear we've got. So yeah, it was really cool.
Some of the larger equipment, like goals, cones and tennis nets, have been donated to Invercargill Middle School itself, with gear and individual items going directly to its students. Principal Sarah Reid is incredibly thankful for all the gear and says it's an amazing initiative.
Oh, they're ecstatic. So excited. They've been asking me all week, when are the girls coming? When do we get our gear? Are we really getting to take it home? So yeah, it's been awesome. Yeah.
She's confident it'll have a positive impact and reckons lunchtimes will now see the school playground full of activity and excitement. In Invercargill, the South Today.
Yakane still to come on the South Today. Central Otago youngsters hit the ice to try their hand at curling, and Queenstown's Winter Festival is no more, but fireworks are still lighting up the night sky.
Earth is a planet of extremes. Extreme places and extreme animals. But some animals are more extreme than others. Join us as we count down to find the most unusual, the most extraordinary, the most extreme.
Here at Age Concern Otago, we offer a range of services to support Otago seniors to age well with dignity and independence. We provide social work support, visiting service, health promotion and social activities. Check out what we have on offer at ageconcernotago.com.
The sun may be lower in the sky, but that doesn't lower the risk from skin cancer. Melanoma doesn't care about the season and will continue growing regardless. Don't let shorter days shorten your days. Book a full body mole map now.
My mate John's shorter sale is now a bit longer. He's extended it till Sunday. There's up to 50% off clearance items and you can pay it off over 24 months interest-free.
My mate John.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Passion,
drama, competition,
rivalry, marketing,
numbers,
atmosphere,
power, fight, attack,
intuition,
love, hate, money,
cash, millionaires, fans, and fans.
Oh boy.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. Young pupils from across central Otago have skated their way to Alexandra to try their hand at curling. The annual primary school curling tournament is a way to get the younger generation involved in the sport through some friendly competition.
Just a stone's throw away, these central Otago schools travelling to Alexandra to join in the region's primary school curling competition. Year 7 and 8 pupils competed in teams of 4, playing a modified version of the game with simpler rules, but using skills learnt from local veteran players.
It's really just an opportunity for them to get the basics of the game underway, and they love it.
The annual event's been running for a decade and a half. There was blue skies and sun for the tournament, a relief for organisers, after fog was rolling through the outdoor rink earlier in the day.
Yeah, we've managed every year except for one cancellation with weather, so being an outdoor rink we can't really control that, but we're normally pretty lucky here with the weather.
16 teams from across the region competed at the Ice and Line Sports Complex, leaving with a new set of skills in a new sport that some may brush up on in the future. In Alexandra, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. The first major snow dumping of the season blanketed much of Otago and Southland, causing a number of road closures. Farah Engineering is celebrating its 160th anniversary, along with the delivery of their biggest ever machine project. And a group of Southland girls high school students got into the community spirit, donating sports gear to a local middle school. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we welcome Associate Editor Mike Houlihan. Hello Mike. What can we expect in the Tuesday paper?
Well, like a lot of people around here, we're cleaning up after the snow as well. We've got some stories left over from yesterday about people who managed to find themselves trapped with the snow on Sunday night, and how they managed to cope with the aftermath of that.
Okay.
We've also got another story about the ongoing saga of youth crime and car crime in the city. We've got a defence lawyer speaking up saying that people need to be a bit more considerate as to the circumstances and background of the young offenders and how they got to this predicament.
Okay, interesting angle, yeah.
We've got an employment court case, which is a fascinating look at a local customs service worker who managed to overturn a decision that said they were justifiably dismissed. Actually, the courts decided they weren't, and there's a whole different angle with tikanga as well, which could be a precedent-setting case. So,
all right.
We've also got a science festival preview about a comedian whose show really literally is potty-mouthed.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to wait and read that one to see what that's about.
Sure, thank you for sharing, Mike.
Thank
Sounds
you.
like a great paper. Time now for a look at the weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, cold southwesterly airflow will ease in the next few days, leading into a brief frosty period before northerly airflow develops at the end of the week. Heading to the top of the South Island, fine with gusty southwesterlies and a cool 10 degrees tomorrow in both Nelson and Greymouth. Further south in Christchurch, it's slightly colder with 9 and very windy too as those southwesterlies rip through. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago, gusty southwesterlies, but otherwise a fine day through here for Ashburton, Timaru and Oamaru with cold highs of 9 degrees. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes, while feeling very wintry as we move over here with the gusty winds continuing and the temperatures plummeting. Queenstown can expect a high of 4 tomorrow, with Wanaka and Alexandra heading for 5 degrees. Heading further south, strong southwesterlies will pick up through here tomorrow with a few coastal showers. By numbers, it's a 7-degree day for Gore, Balclutha and the Catlins. And across to Invercargill. Showers and southwesterly gales with 5 overnight. Tomorrow it's looking like a cloudy one with wintry showers and biting winds with a high of 8. Into Wednesday we should see a fine and sunny change as the winds die out. Still cool though with a high of 9 degrees. And finally heading to Dunedin. Showers clearing tonight but still cool with a low of 6. Tuesday's outlook is cloudy with a few brief showers and gale southwesterlies with a high of 9. Midweek, expect that cloud to clear, but it will remain cold with a high of 8 degrees. And that's the news this Monday. But we'll leave you tonight with some colourful fireworks from Queenstown. While the resort town's long-running winter festival is no more, Queenstown still was keen to mark the season with the DFS winter fireworks display. Thousands gathered along the waterfront to watch the impressive display on Friday, with street performers and food vendors adding to the evening of celebrations. We'll catch you again tomorrow. Ka kite o pōpō.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.
The South Today Bulletin proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Living Well Disability Resource Centre, a not-for-profit charitable organisation and your one-stop shop for information and resources to help you retain independence. We offer a wide range of assistive products from jar openers to mobility scooters and provide assessments for Total Mobility, the half-price taxi scheme. Come and see the friendly team. You'll find us on the corner of George and Bath Streets, ground floor of Burns House.
Every day the team at Gillian supports grieving families at their time of need, from answering your questions to organising a farewell that reflects the wishes of your loved one. We can help. Call Gillian's today.
Good news! My mate John's shorter sale is now a bit longer. He's extended it till Sunday. There's 50% off clearance items. Plus, you can pay it off over 24 months interest-free. T's and C's apply. Slightly longer, shorter sale final weekend. John's Furniture Warehouse, Stafford Street, and online at mymatejohn.co.nz.
Where did you get that furniture from? Stafford Street and My Mate John.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Great Britain has a collection of varied landscapes and countryside to rival anywhere else in the world. And the best way to see it is to walk.